Okay, hey guys, I'm back. I think I left off on question 10 because this was negative 0.9005. This would be a strong negative, so I'm going to come, oops, it says weak. All right, it says, which statement about the graph y equals 16 times 0.5 to the x power is not true? All right, so let's write down what we do know. Y equals 16 half the x power. Remember, the asymptote for these is, I left out an extra p, A-S-Y-M-P-T-O-T-E, very weird word, is always y equals 0, and that's for algebra 1. It's going to change in algebra 2. My initial value is 16. My rate is 0.5, which is 50%, which is a decay. So it's decreasing from left to right because this is less than 100. What else? It's decaying by 50% as well because that's how much they took off the 100. And it has a y-intercept of 16. Okay, so let's see which options we have. And it says not true. So the y-intercept is 16, so we want to get rid of that because we want something not true. It's decreasing, yes. The x-intercept, there won't be an x-intercept, so that is not true. There's never an x-intercept, and the asymptote is y equals 0. So I found my answer. Next. Okie dokie. Oh, this is a fun one. It says, what is the solution set that best represents the inequality y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x minus 2? Yes, it's a solid line, so let's keep it that way. I also have to click on the solution set here because I have to shade this one in. So y equals 1/2 of x minus 2. Or y is greater than or equal to 1/2 of x minus 2. This is shaded above, and it has a solid line. So I need to start with my y-intercept at 0, -2, and I need to rise 1, run 2, or I can put this in Desmos and look at the line that way. I can get my points. Desmos, y equals, notice I did not put less than or equal to or greater than or equal to because it won't let me. Look, if I type in less than or equal to 1/2 x minus 2, it's going to give me an error. I can't use inequalities, so I have to make this an equal sign. Now it gives me a line, and then if I want points, I can come here, 0, -2, and 2, -1. Or I could have made a table. Either way, these are my 2 points, solid, shaded above. So let's graph it, close this guy out. So 0, -2, and then 2, -1. Boom. Solid line. If I want to change it, I could change it to dashed, but I don't want to change it. And then my solution set should be shaded above. All right, let's go to the next question. 13. So it says two customers purchased coffee and donuts at a coffee shop. So I got X and Y. X for coffee, Y and donuts. Y for donuts. Each cup of coffee costs the same amount, and each cup of donuts costs the same amount. The first customer paid $4.90. $4.90 for 1 cup of coffee. So that's X. And 2 donuts. That's 2Y. The second customer paid $8.60 for 2 cups of coffee. So that's 2X. Plus 3 donuts. That's 3Y. So I just wrote a system here. Now I need to always solve for Y. Actually, you can solve for X too. So I could say $4.90 for my first customer equals X plus 2Y. You can get rid of 2Y on both sides. Only solve for X when you have a system. So when you have two of these situations, two of these bullets, okay? And then I can say 490 or minus 2y equals x. Then over here, I have to say 860 equals 2x plus 3y. Also, I left out that 0 because it's not necessary. I could solve for y over here, or I could solve for x. Let's solve for x because it's easier to divide by 2. So let's subtract 3y. This becomes 860 minus 3y equals 2x. Then cut everything in half. That means divide by 2, so I can get x by itself. And I have x is equal to half of 8.6 is 4.3, and half of 3 is 1.5. Y. So I'm going to graph these two. X equals 4.9 minus 2y, and x also equals 4.3 minus 1.5y. And remember, x is coffee, y is donut. I know I spelled donuts differently, but, oh, you can't see this. My bad. I was putting this over here, so this is what's going to go in Desmos, and then I'm going to see where they cross. First part of my point will be for coffee. Second part of my point will be for donuts. Alright, so I got x equals 4.9 minus 2y, and then I got x equals 4.3 minus 1.5y, and they cross here at 4.9, oops, there we go, 4.3. Now this is where they cross at 2.5 and 1.2. So that means coffee is $1. No, it's not. Coffee is $2.50. And a donut is $1.20. So then I come over here and I read what it's asking me for. It's asking me for coffee. That's $2.50. And then we'll go on to the next question. Save.